Hey everyone, TAC1421 here, back with more Minecraft Hunger Games, and today I am using the Frosty Kit, and alongside AMP1520 we're both using the Frosty Kit, and this game was recorded quite some time ago, and we were lucky enough to find this village and find a mushroom biome as well. So at the very beginning of the game I do make a stone sword, or actually not a stone sword, a wooden sword, my bad, and we just wanted to check to see if there's anyone here because all the wheat's gone, so that must mean there's someone close by. Amp was getting mushrooms and whatnot, and I was kind of just checking to make sure there's no one around. And this guy right here, all he had was a wooden pick on him, so I didn't feel too threatened by him, so I went over and killed him. He was a cannonball, unfortunately, so I do lose some hunger, but I do, just eat the bread that he had on him. He had lots of wheat, so I made bread, and I give one to Amp, but we'll just go into the mushroom biome and get some more mushroom stew. But these two guys come in here. That one guy didn't even have a sword, and this guy has a stone sword. They're both cannonball. Actually, one was a monster and one was a cannonball, but we both kill those. We kill those two guys pretty easily, and I have enough leather to make some boots there, some leather boots, so that's nice. And we just go into this crevice, or this kind of cave system, by where we just dug down, basically, and we're right by the force field, so I keep my coordinates up there so I don't accidentally walk into the force field and die, because that'd be really unfortunate if I die that way. But as you can see, we have a bunch of snowballs in our inventory so that we can get that speed boost. If we throw them down, we can easily catch up to someone and do all that. But right now we are just going to go over the feast. We got the coordinates to the feast, and we want to go over there, get there as fast as possible, set up our grounds. And Amp is having a hard time killing this chicken, so I help him out. But we want to make the feast a home field advantage, because as most of you know, if you own the feast, you own the game. And there are some few exceptions to that, but in the most part, you definitely want to go to the feast. You want to get a home field advantage, get things set up, use your kit to its best ability, and try to take out as many people as you possibly can without, risking too much before the feast starts, because that's definitely important. Not to risk too much, but if you can take out as many people as you possibly can before the feast, then it'll definitely be easier to get to items and stuff. So as you can see, I was hitting that one guy, but I decided to help Amp out here and take them 2-on-1, and not to worry about the other guy for right this second. But we do kill that guy. I get the kill there. Amp goes after that one guy, but I turn around here in a second, and I actually see some other people to the left of me, and they don't have any armor, so I felt like I could kill them pretty easily, but then their dogs show up, so that's not too much harm. They don't do too much, but it's definitely a little annoying, and they're running away from the feast here, and there's 15 seconds left, and Amp says there's another guy at the feast that just showed up, so I want to help him out, but I want to kill these dogs before they start following me and cause some mishap. But I run back over to the feast. As you can see, it just started, so I want to get there as fast as I possibly can, and right there you can see Amp is getting 2v1 on these two, so I rush over, I start hitting this one guy, and this guy doesn't have full armor, which is nice, and then it randomly just starts to rain, and I almost die right there. It was very, very close. I was stuck on one heart, and luckily I had another mushroom stew in my inventory, and as I said, this game was from a while ago, so I didn't really know how to use mushroom stew that great, and I didn't prepare my inventory to the best as I probably could have. But nonetheless, we want to take out as many people as we possibly can so they don't get anything in the chest. I run over here because these guys have nothing, so I definitely want to kill them. And of course, Amp gets that kill because he definitely deserved that kill after I chased them down. But nonetheless, we do kill them. It's a team effort, and he runs after the other guy, and I kind of just stay here to get as many materials as I possibly can, and he goes and tracks the other guy down. You can see he was a Beastmaster, so luckily he kills that guy, and we end up getting full diamond armor, which is very nice. And unfortunately, I don't think there was a diamond sword at the feast, but there was other good stuff. So there we go. We're going to blow up the feast like we always do. There's only 2 TNT, which is a big surprise, but it still does the job of blowing everything up. We take the enchanting table, we take all that, And here we use the speed boost to our advantage, and we go into a snow biome, and we just track this guy down. And this guy, is pretty much done. And 2 guys full diamond coming at you with a speed boost, you're gonna have a bad time. And right here, this guy was kind of camping in this tower, and it took a while to get him, but you'll see here in a second. He actually jumps down, which is kind of strange. I think he was just trying to run away. So right there, he jumps down into his own little waterfall. I try to go after him, and it gets kind of interesting here. You'll see in a second. It was really weird. He was talking to us in the chat saying that he was low on hunger, and which happens a lot in the Hunger Games. But he jumps off, and somehow he burns himself, so we don't get the kill, which is kind of unfortunate. But nonetheless, there is only 4 players remaining, including Amp and I, and the other 2 are not a team, so we're feeling pretty good about this. This guy was kind of camping underground. It took a little while to get down there, but when we finally found him, and he was kind of being a jerk, kind of hiding and placing blocks behind him, placing lava behind him. And it was a little strange, but I put a pick in my inventory. I don't need the compass because we know where he is right now. We see his name tag, and I tried to get around him as Amp kind of takes the straightforward approach, and I kind of go around so we can kind of get him from 2 directions. But you'll see here in a second that Amp actually has it all under control, and this guy kind of appears out of nowhere. He breaks the block in front of him and then starts hitting Amp. And but he really has no match for Amp, because Amp has full diamond and an enchanted sword, and that guy doesn't have anything. But you can see right there's actually a dungeon right next to him. So we loot the dungeon. There wasn't anything of importance because there's not going to be too much. And right here I kind of fail a little bit trying to kill him, but nonetheless I do hit him with a bow. And there we go. 2 players left, just Amp and I. And it's going to be a final showdown, and we're going to have a cool final showdown. We take off all the armor, and we only fight each other with snowballs. I thought that was pretty cool. We kind of made like a little stadium type thing. But nonetheless, everyone, this game is coming to a close, and unfortunately the stats did not register, so this actually did not count as a win for me. As you see, I win, but on my record it doesn't count as a win for whatever reason. It didn't show up on my stats. So that's just one of those wins that didn't show up on my stats. I think it shows I have like 17 wins, but in reality I actually have like 20 or 21. Not really sure. But anyways, I'd like to thank everyone for watching. Hope you enjoyed this gameplay. Thanks, Amp, for helping me out and playing this game with me. Good game to you, sir. Good team effort. And I will see everyone later. Peace.